Happy Thanksgiving to all my fellow Americans. I, for one, am thoroughly grateful for my entire life. Some parts have not been easy. Some parts have just downright sucked. Kiana, good morning. Or it's probably, well, actually almost afternoon for you, isn't it? Let's see. It's what? 10:30 here in Eloy, Arizona. I can't go anywhere due to the permits. I got 4 other co-workers here with the same load I have going to the same place. I'm sorry, the message is coming through. Good morning, Ralph. Happy Thanksgiving to you, sir, and your family. And hopefully everybody is going to have a good turkey day, as we like to informally refer to it as. Unfortunately, right now I'm on the road. I'm under a load here in Eloy, Arizona. Got shut down for the holiday, shut down early at noon yesterday. So, we are just waiting here. I got, like I said, 4 other co-workers of mine, same company, all doing the same load. We're all here together at this Flying J here. And I just wanted to get on here and, and talk a little bit, just to wish everybody, a happy Thanksgiving, and just to express my I want to say this, not to get too mushy, but my genuine love for my country. And the fact that I get to, I get to live free. I get to, do what I want, when I want, how I want. I get to, talk to you fine people. At the drop of a hat, because of what this country has brought to us. Sorry, everybody's sending the emails and whatnot. 50, how you doing, ma'am? I do appreciate you coming in here for a little bit. Miss Lynn, you are a treasure. You've always been so kind to me. I do appreciate it. And happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. I just want, like I said, just to express myself a little bit. All the trials and tribulations, all the ups and downs that each of us have in our lives. I would find it a lot harder to deal with if our country wasn't the way it is. If it wasn't set up the way it is, if our culture as Americans isn't the way it was and the way it is, we would be a lot harder pressed to do some of the basic things that we unfortunately take for granted. You know, we grow up with these freedoms and these liberties and this bounty and this damn near paradise that we've created. You know, we almost live in a utopia. We almost live in a perfect world. You know, yeah, we always have problems. We're human beings. We're gonna have problems. We're gonna suffer. We're gonna, you know, that's something that no formation of a culture or government can ever really eliminate. Like I said, I'm just so grateful that I get to have this life. As bad as it may be on a personal level at times, and as good as it may be at times, I still am thankful to God that He has given me the opportunity to be here and experience this. Like I said, I'm not trying to get too mushy. I do have a bit of tear in my eye because I feel that. I really feel it in here. And it's hard to. Sometimes it's hard to explain in words. Exactly what your emotions are telling you. You know it inside, but it's sometimes it's hard to get out. I mean, I've gone from having a, a good job, being in a relationship, about to get married, about had everything that I could ever want, everything materially, everything from a family aspect, being on a high, and then losing every damn thing, being broke down to absolutely nothing. Everything that I had as a possession fit in two small totes and a duffel bag on a handcart, and what I was wearing on my back. Everything else was taken away from me. My life savings gone. Every possession gone. Relationship gone. Everything was stripped off of me, and I was cast down to a very low state. But all of that was just the physical part. Some of it did affect my heart, did affect my soul. But in the long run, it affected me for good. And knowing that I am in this country, that I was born an American, I knew that I would climb out of that. It was just a matter of time, a matter of me fighting to get back up that first rung, that second rung, that third rung, and just keep climbing back up to get where I used to be. And then to exceed what I used to be. And I honestly believe I've been blessed that God gave me this life to do that, to experience that high, that low, this new high. And like I said, I'm a fairly articulate man, I think. I think I have a fair, amount of intelligence and ability to speak and to communicate, but I can't really say exactly, you know, the true depth of how grateful I am on this day. Hey, Trucker Z, happy Thanksgiving to you, sir, and you and your family. God bless. Piggy, Piggy family, thank you for coming in for at least for a little bit. Oh, thank you, Trucker Z. I appreciate that. You are a top notch kind of guy. You know, I appreciate that. Like I said, you know, I just it's little things like this that warm one's heart, that make one grateful for what we have as Americans and what we have just as people. You know, it's such it may seem you know pedantic, but a simple thing as a fresh banana, ice cold, the way I like it, still a little bit green, the way I like it. You know, there are so many places in the world that I would never have the opportunity to get that. And if I did, I have to pay an exorbitant amount of money to get it. Yet here I am in a truck stop, you know, on the other side of the country. I'm not with my not with my sister right now, not with any friends right now, not with any family right now, alone in a truck, but I get to still have a simple pleasure like a nice cold banana. I mean, that may seem like a small thing, but knowing what I know of the world, having seen some of the way people are forced to live, where they don't have the opportunity and the freedoms that we have as Americans, their God-given rights are stolen from them every day, and I get to have the abject arrogance to be able to take those things for granted. And it is sad that we grow up with these freedoms and these liberties, and so many of us only take today to even remotely think about them. And I apologize. Knowing how people suffer in the world, and I'm just one person. I'm just I try to do the best I can with what I have and what I can offer. You know, pardon me. it's just, I do thank God every day for my life. And I think that is far more important than than where I live, and you know, you know that I'm an American. I mean, everybody on whoever lived should be thanking God for their life. But I should also give more thanks every day that we all get to have our God-given rights protected from our government. Man, I'm sorry. I didn't think I'd be getting this worked up about this. I was just going to come on and say Happy Thanksgiving. But just one of the things that struck me as odd. Right now in Hong Kong, you have you have people who have never been to America, never lived with the freedoms that we don't cherish our freedoms like we should. We don't we don't demand more of ourselves in exercising those freedoms and keeping them safe. And you have people in Hong Kong right now. They are singing the American national anthem. They are waving the American flag, and they are fighting to keep what freedoms they had. And at the same exact time, we have people in our country who were born into that, liberty and freedom, who were out there demanding that we change to to a system that would strip away everything, that would destroy everything. I'm just amazed by that. I'm amazed that those people, those founders of our nation, they fled oppressive governments in Europe. They came to this continent, they struggled, they died before they saw any fruits of their labors. And then after generation of that struggle, they came to understand what it meant to be free. And then they had to fight for that to retain that freedom. And here we are, too many too many of us are squandering what those people at the very beginning of our country, the formation of our country, and every generation down, what they fought and died for. And I know for myself, I think I need to humble myself a little bit more, be a bit more grateful every single day for what we have been given. And the fact that I have with these two hands and this heart and this mind that I can go achieve any damn thing I want. Or even at the very least, I have the opportunity to try. And I am truly grateful. And I am truly giving thanks to God for letting me go through this. To go through this life as an American, as a man, to try to be better for myself and for everybody else. Hey, country girl, welcome. Rhonda, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to both of you. God bless. As I said, I didn't intend on this becoming a tearjerker, but pardon me. But I am a normal human being. I'm a man. I'm a human being, and that means emotions are part of my existence. I cannot separate emotion from body, heart from mind. They're all connected. And I just had to express myself there and just say, God bless America and God bless all of you. And I am grateful this Thanksgiving, even though I'm not where I want to be right now. A nice turkey or ham dinner with all the stuffings and all the trimmings, that's wonderful stuff. I will always remember and cherish those times when the whole family was together and we had a wonderful Thanksgiving meal. That will always be right there. You know, that's one of those things that gets written on your heart that you can never get rid of. I may not have that today. I may be sitting here in a truck here in Eloy, Arizona, at a freaking truck stop. But I'm still grateful. I'm still thankful. So I just wanted to get on here for a moment and to say, God bless America. God bless all of you. Rhonda, Country Girl, Trucker Z, Ralph, Fantabulous, Sister Lynn, thank you very much. Piggy family, Kiana. Thank just I just wanted to make this short and sweet and just to express myself. Too often in life we hide away ourselves and we put on these masks. Mr. B Blood, welcome, sir. Thank you very much. Spoken word, thank you. God bless you both. So I hope that I wasn't as eloquent as I would like to have been. I'm not a public speaker. I'm an introvert by nature. That's why I can live in the truck by myself for a month on end. I don't have that need for constant human contact. I can be more isolated. That's not what I want for life, but you know, Backwoods, happy Thanksgiving, sir. Grateful to have you here. But like I said, just wanted to say thank you. God bless you all. Just wanted to get what I was feeling off my chest there. And I just hope that I can be the best American I can be, not only for myself, for every one of you. Because if I'm not the best I can be for you, there is no way in hell I can be the best for me. Because if I start taking away from you, how do I win by that? How do I benefit by that? We may not agree on many things, but at the same time, there are a few things we should agree on. Pardon me. And that should be an unfettered, ravenous, almost fanatical devotion to what God gave us. You know, God gave us this life. And we've expressed it as Americans by making sure that they were codified, written down. We all knew it from the very beginning. Every human being knows these things. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, freedom to express yourself, freedom to do, freedom to live, freedom to be as we are, to be left alone to live that life. And like I said, I am grateful to our founding fathers for putting that down and putting it down explicitly that our government is not allowed to take that away from us. And it does sadden me that too many of us wish to take it away because our feelings were hurt. We want to live in a utopia, but we don't understand how to get there. And some people think by taking away something because it's mean or it's, somebody was not feeling happy about it, that it makes it better for everybody. It doesn't. Like I said, I never thought in a million years. Lori, welcome in. Appreciate it. Stephen, welcome. Like I said, I never thought I'd be a truck driver, ever. I never, as a child, I saw some of the big trucks, but I never thought about being a truck driver. I never thought about doing some things that I've had to do because of necessity. I never thought that I would have so many wonderful days in my life. Balance that out with the bad things. I've had it all. I've lost it all. I've gained and lost so many times in life I can't count, in big ways and small ways. And when I sit down tonight and I make my little bit of dinner, a little bit of spaghetti for dinner tonight, nothing fancy, nothing traditional holiday. But it isn't about the food or the decorations or any of that stuff. It's about what's in here. It's about looking back on the year and saying, thank God I got that. I would like to try today, there, Trucker Z. I would like to try. I got a real hankering for a big old turkey sandwich about yay thick. You know, I I could eat a whole pumpkin pie real easy. But like I said, I just realized last night actually that I'm not grateful enough. Bulliest life, welcome, sir. God bless. Happy Thanksgiving. I am not grateful enough. I take too much in life for granted. I take too much in life as simply being a fact of life, which it's not. You know, I mean, I live. I mean, it may not look it, by how messy it is right now, but for the most part, I live in a luxury state. You know, I never worry about being too hot, too cold. I never worry about being hungry, about being really sick. I never worry about just making the day go the way I need it to. I, you know, and I just kind of realized that so much of my life has been so easy. So much of my life has been just going along, just a little leaf on the top of the river going out to the sea. I didn't have to do anything. Good morning, Francis. God bless and welcome in. Thank you. So much of my life is just like I said, just been floating along and just enjoying just doing nothing, you know. And for the most part, that's. I mean, I I said I'm just lucky. I did win a lottery in life to a certain extent, you know. I did. I don't have to worry about so many things. And Nathaniel, good morning, sir. Glad to have you in. God bless. Just like I said, I just came to I knew it always, but it just finally just really just bam coalesced, pretty much last night. And I think I just need to keep remembering that here a little bit more the forefront of my mind, and maybe I'll be a better person tomorrow. I mean, I'm not trying enough on that. I mean, I do try to be a good person but I think I can strive to be a little bit better than what I am right now. Plea blood. I wish that I could say that, but when I really look at it, no, I've been just very fortunate. I've been very fortunate and I've not really ever had to struggle. You know, yes, I've had love and I've lost it. I've had enough fortune, money wise, that I didn't worry about a single thing. I did whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, where, why, and how. You know, I, it wasn't like, oh my God, how am I going to? I mean, I can't do this, I can't do that. It's like wringing my hands trying to figure out how I'm going to do something. I've, very rarely have ever had to do that. The only time I've really had to do that is when I was actually homeless. That's the only time that I ever had to do that. And I and I and it will sound odd, but I am thoroughly grateful that I went through that experience. When you have everything and everything is so easy and you have everything taken away from you, you wind up being a better person for it, I think. I think I am a better person because of that. Pardon me. You know, ladies, you don't know how good you are not having a mustache. When you gotta blow your nose, oh man, it's not. I don't know how you deal with this. All right, it's like I said, I am blessed, and I just need to recognize that I am fortunate. And on today, Thanksgiving, a purely cultural holiday, based upon the religion of the founding fathers. Yes, it has been mirrored in other countries for somewhat similar reasons. Canada being the most notable. But Thanksgiving is really an American thing, and like I said, I think we've gotten to a point where, and I'm guilty of this. Like I said, I admit this, of taking it for granted, of not truly being thankful. And like I said, just last night, I just kind of realized that I've been lacking in that, and that's one of those things that I'm going to try to improve about myself, because I need to, and B, I want to. So, so like I said, just today is just one of them days that, you know, for me is just going to be a little bit more contemplative. Yeah, maybe a little bit more somber than it should be. It should be more joyous, but I think at the end of the day, I'll truly be expressing the real deep down core of Thanksgiving. It's not my stuff. You know, it's not having an iPad. It's not having, you know, money to go do whatever I want, watch a movie whenever I want, or, you know, it's about whenever I go into a restaurant and I see somebody over on the corner, you know, an elderly couple or, a small family, and knowing that I could take up my wallet, take my credit card or take my debit card out or take some cash out, and I can wave over to the waitress and say, hey, see them over there? Give me their check for their meal. I want to buy their meal for them. Don't tell them I want to buy their meal for them. I want to give to them. And I'm so grateful that I have that ability. Hey, Kate and Queen Stacky, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. And hey, girl, welcome. Thank you very much. Glad to have you in. God bless. So as I sit here in Arizona, sitting in the truck, I can be truly grateful for what I have. Like I said, it's not the stuff. It's not the camera gear up here. It's not the computer. It's not, having anything and everything that whenever I want. I have such a, I have such an ability. Oh, hey, look at that. Man, let me pick that up the shelf. I don't have to fight for every little thing that I need or want. And that's the problem. I don't worry about my needs. So what happens? The wants become greater. And big guy, welcome in. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. God bless. Thankful you're here. Like I say, the wants have come up to the surface. The needs are just automatically taken care of, and I think that we have become a bit lax because we don't really have so much to worry about anymore. I mean, yeah, I still have dreams and aspirations of things I want to do, bar none. But I'm going to, like I said, just try to be a little more conscious of that fact. When I sit down for a meal, I bow my head and I pray. Because there's too many people out there who don't have enough. And there's too many of us that are either blind to that fact or just don't care, or who and even worse, you have those people out there that actually revel in the fact that they can walk by someone and not care. or that they can actively take from those people. You know, we'll always be thinking of this one family I met up in Butte, Montana. My first year of trucking in 2017. My first time going to Montana. Going on winter time. And stopped at the truck stop, the town pump on the west side of town. Went inside and was using the internet at McDonald's. Minding my own business, had a little something to drink, and just sitting there using the internet. Just mind wandering all over the place, not really, worried about anybody else or anything. Just the frivolous stuff we all think about. I'm sitting at one of the high sitting round table with the high chairs, and right next to me over the little partition, there's a woman there with 3 small children. The father, I guess, was out, doing whatever. I didn't know anything about him, So they're eating a little bit of McDonald's there, At the moment, it didn't strike me as anything, just there's a family there having a little bit something to eat for breakfast or whatnot. Or actually, it was afternoon. Now that I think about it. So the kids got all their food laid out in front of them on the table, and the mother. These are very small children. One's an infant, and 2 are just under 4 years old. Still very young. But about they just now they're there. Mind my own business. Leave them to their business. Well, after a couple minutes sitting there, she's trying to keep her children wrangled, keep them focused on the meal, and not getting under the table or getting up and running around. Typical stuff. Well, she gets up and she takes her children to the bathroom. Children got to go. You got to take them to the bathroom. You can't let them go by themselves, being that young, so you're with them. Well, the manager or somebody there at McDonald's sees the empty table and just automatically left it to the assumption that somebody just left their trash there. So she cleans it up, and I wasn't thinking about it at the time. But then the mother comes back with her children. And instantly, she was in tears. So right away, I knew, just that instinctive feeling in your heart. I knew something was wrong. This isn't just a case of, I lost a couple of dollars. This was a case of, I lost a meal for my children. Now, what the hell am I going to do? My children are going to be hungry the rest of the day. And then the father walks in, and they're wringing their hands, they're shaking their heads, they're trying to console each other, and the children have no idea what's going on. They, 4, 3, and 1-year-old are just, they're fortunately oblivious to that stuff. So, I didn't say a word. I didn't say a single word to him. I got up. I went out into the out into the the side where the convenience store is for the town pump pilot. Found the ATM machine. Took out 125 bucks, 120 bucks. Walked right over to the man, slapped it in his hands. I said, "Here, God bless, good luck." And he just, the expression on his face, he couldn't believe it. I didn't say a single word to either of them. He says, he said, I don't know how to thank you. I said, you don't. You don't need to thank me. All you need to do is take this and do your best to take care of your family. I give you and that is why that moment is so for this country. Even though it may have not have truly helped them in the long run, hopefully it helped them for that week. I hope that they were be able to put enough gas in their car to get somewhere where they could get with family who could help them. And I wish in my heart, one of the only real wishes I really have in life is that I could meet that and shake his hand and say, I hope it helped. And I hope he and his family are doing well. And I wish that mother of those children will never have to cry because a meal was taken away from your children. And because I live in the greatest country on earth, and I have the opportunity to have everything I ever needed or wanted, I live in pure luxury. I live having every damn thing I ever needed or wanted. And I have the opportunity to help somebody else. Because I know what it's like to not have. I know what it's like to need. And it may be a very small thing from me, but someone who doesn't have anything, it means a lot. Pardon me. But I do think of that man. Now and again, when I see somebody, I was just in California. I saw homeless people every single day. I saw the people digging through the trash every day. And I am, like I said, I am grateful that I can help some of them at least a little bit. All right, well, I guess that's really a more rambling on than than I need to do. But sometimes you just got to go with what the heart, says to do. Just let it go. So, here you are. I thank you all for putting up with this for this past hour. And I only ask one thing of you all, one thing only. Please be grateful for what you have, because it can be taken away from you very quickly. So I think I'll just go ahead and stop this here. I just want to say thank you to everybody who came in and watched and listened to me blubber on. But just thank you all very much. And God bless America. Till later. Thank you very much.